That's very nice.
Yeah.
So from what we understand, or we know, I should say, you're kind of the main brain behind the Arbrisk app. And can you tell us a little bit about how the app itself, how it's structured, the main features?
If one of my partners is watching, the one who actually is the programming brain behind it, he's the key person.
But you have the ideas. So.
It's been a work in progress for quite a few years, we were using a different template in a different application, and decided that we needed to move. We wanted to move on the industry and have the goal is that we can maybe have a standardized industry standard for risk assessments. Yeah. It doesn't matter where you go that you actually have this app, because everybody has this with them in their pocket or in the van, so it's always accessible. So we just wanted to raise the safety bar in that way, instead of just talking about it, to actually do something about it.
Okay. So what are kind of the main features of the app? What can you actually do with it?
When you originally log in, you actually you localize it for your working area. Okay. So you put in the information of where the local hospitals are. So it's sort of like later on in the app, when you actually doing a risk assessment for a work site, you get drop downs. Okay. So it's multiple choice throughout the whole app, and it's the same with the people you work with. You have you preload all of the names in. You can do it also whilst you're if you have someone new on the work site, you can just put them in anyway. Okay. And you have everybody is in agreement with how the work plan is, or the rescue plan and the work plan, because they coincide with each other. So there's a lot of simplicity in the build up of it, because it's, in all my years that I've worked, if you have something that's overcomplicated, then it tends to get pushed to the side, because people don't want to stand there filling out a piece of paper in the rain or the snow. It's problematic, and this is very easy to use, very user friendly. It's to not term a corny title, is made by Arborists for Arborists, and it actually it fits pretty well with that saying.
Okay. So what is the kind of the future vision here for Arbrisk? What will it look like in a couple of years?
In that way, the sky's the limit, really, because we know that we're building a platform that isn't going to be stagnant. It's going to keep on developing, and the feedback that we've got from our test pilots, we have 50 test pilots in, I think it's 12 different countries spanning 3 continents. Oh, nice. So it's amazing that people want it to be part of it, and have a voice to actually try to develop the steps along, because the safety issue within our branch is so important. And if you don't follow a certain safety procedure, then it can have a detrimental effect on how we all have to work in the future, because if you're cutting corners and taking chances, then things can happen which restricts to people who don't want to be restricted in that way. So it's quite
So I suppose then that you have had a lot of good feedback from the beta users, if you want to call them like
that. Sorry, say again.
I suppose you have had some good feedback from the 50 beta users.
Yeah, we've had fantastic feedback from people, and the survey we put out, we didn't get answers back from everybody, all of our testers on the survey, but very, very positive feedback on